Today is the start of a brand new build series. We are going to be building a 1800s ship that hopefully is steam powered but also has sails. I think I'm going to take some inspiration from the SS Great Britain, but I don't know what's going to happen. Also, it is worth mentioning I am no good with sails, so we're going to have to figure that out ourselves. I'm also not the greatest with steam engines, but we're going to try and do things anyway. So yeah, we are down currently in the Arid Isles, all the way down here in FJ Warner Docks. We're probably going to start building here once we've built the actual hull. I think we might try and pull the hull up to here at the fishing village, where we can maybe get the engines installed. Once we've done that, I might actually pull it all the way up to the north side, here we go, on the North Harbour, and install the sails. I think that's how we're going to do it. So, we'll have to wait and see. Straight into the workbench then, let's figure out how big this thing needs to be. So, I think it is going to be 100 meters long. Yes, this thing is going to be huge. 100 meters might be a little bit too big, but we'll see. So, that would mean going all the way out to here. Oh boy. Oh boy. If I'm going to build this all like this is crazy. And then 100 meters, sorry, 50 meters backwards. Yeah, all the way back this way. So that's there. And that right there is 100 meters. That's crazy. Let's figure out where the center is, which is on this purple square right here. And then we're going to go sideways because it needs to be 15 meters in beam. Yeah, 15 meters beam. Which means if I make this 7.5, that's about right. That seems so skinny for how long this thing is. This might be really tricky to balance. And then what we have to do is figure out the actual depth of this thing. So it is 9 meters deep. So let's go ahead and see how deep that actually is. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be building a very big boat. That is crazy. Alright, so although I said I was going to take inspiration from the SS Great Britain, it is not necessarily going to look a lot like the SS Great Britain. So, the SS Great Britain itself has this, like, kind of stubby nose. I don't really like the idea of having a stubby nose on it, so I'm not going to have a stubby nose on it. We're going to go ahead and build it out sideways a little bit, so we'll do, like, 5 of these. Is that 5? That is 5. There you go. I then want to do, like, I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 of these. Let's see. Yeah? I think about 7 of those. That seems a bit crazy, but sure. What I'm going to do really quickly is build this from here out to here so that I know how wide this can go. So actually, let's make it wider. Instead of 5 of these, let's have more. Let's go with 10? Is that 10? I don't know if that is 10. That seems really stubby, though. That's really pointy. Don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, let's go straight in with another one of these, and we'll do like 10 of these. There we go. And then we're going to do however many of these it is to get to the end. There we go. Okay, I mean, that looks fine to me, I think. That looks fine to me for sure. All right, shove another one of these guys on. Just like this. And we're going to zoom it straight back from there, like so. Is that correct? I believe that is correct. Okay, so far, front end looks alright. Let's go ahead and zoom it backwards from here a good bit. Unfortunately, the side is going to be very flat, but that's sort of okay, I think. So we'll go all the way out to about here. And then we need to start making it go to this point, which is weird. So the back end is actually going to be flat. We'll make it, I don't know, like, that's really wide. That is really wide. Let's take 2 of those off. And then all we have to do is match this guy with this guy. So I think I just want to zoom it backwards with these. Does that get me to the right point? Almost. Very close. Let's attach one of these guys on. In fact, we'll do like 2 of those. There we go. We'll do a few of these guys. Here we go. And then we'll do the rest like this. And then wherever it hits is where it hits. Which is going to be here, I think. Is that correct? Hopefully it is. So that's going to be the rear of the boat. It would be nicer if it was a little bit less flat on the side, but it is what it is. So this is where it can go down to, which is pretty wild. I need to figure out what kind of shaping I want on the front of this. I think I want it to be like kind of streamlined, so we'll have to wait and see, but I think I'll just attach it onto the sides. Hopefully all of that will go well, and then we can zoom it down. Alright, so let's grab, I guess I'm gonna start with 1x2s going down, which I'm gonna do like 4 of. Yeah, maybe 5. 5 of these, there you go. You can tell these videos are not planned very well, because, well, they're not planned. So there you go. Right, shove this across here, there you go, all the way back to there. And, I mean, that's all right for now, I suppose. We're then gonna go in with, these guys on the back of there. And that will go all the way back to the 1x4s. Yes. And we'll do a good few of those. Yeah. Alright, that goes back. And this goes back as well. Alright, and then we do the 1x4s. Imagine that. Alright, so shove this guy onto here like so. And that goes all the way backwards to there. Yes. That one is actually going to be the start of the roundover, which is crazy. But I think that's fine. Maybe. You know what, actually, let's do one more. There you go. And then, from there, we're going to be zooming this backwards like so, which is wild. There you go. We'll just do it to the center for now. But this boat is so big. I hate doing big projects, but I don't know. We got to do it. We got to do it. Maybe I should have built a smaller one first, but who cares? Not me. Well, kind of me. Anyway, that's all good. Let's continue it down now. Alright, so what I kind of wanted to do was then add some of these guys. So I wanted to do one of these and then revert it back to 1x2s straight afterwards. So we'll go straight in with one of these after. There you go. And this will be the thing that takes us down? I don't know, does that seem a bit crazy? Maybe that goes down to there. Alright, let's continue that. And then if we need to change things, we can change things. I don't really know. Let's delete all of this bit for now. And if I need to change things, we can. Okay. Shove this guy in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I guess we just continue the 1x4s to 2x4s. And then 4x4s all the way back to here. Here we go. Whack that on there. Backwards to there. Very good. Go ahead and grab 4x4s. Sorry. All the way from there to the edge. And then obviously right here, we're going to be attaching this guy all the way down to, well, the back eventually, but just there for now. Yes, I think the variation looks pretty good. Otherwise, we could have just kept it going. But yeah, a little bit of variation's nice. So from there then, what do we need? Well, we need 2x2s because they attach onto this piece. So send that backwards to there. We're going to do this all the way down to wherever we currently have it. Yes. All right, there we go. Do another one and then do another one. Okay. Yeah, that seems fine, I guess. Sure. We then need the 2x4s again. From there, we're going to zoom it all the way out to here. And we're going to continue doing that until the end of the 1x2s. Or the 2x2s. I don't know, it's getting a little bit confusing now, but you know what I mean. There we go. That goes all the way out to there too. And then we need to do these guys all the way down the side to at least the middle. Okay. This feels crazy. I need to turn off those turn labels. There we go. So now we can see a little bit better. That's fine. At this point, I don't even see them when they're on, which is crazy. There you go. All right, they're all on there. Very nice. And the hull is starting to look decent, I think. All right, so this is where things get a little bit annoying because, well, these are going to have to go on here like this, or we're going to have to attach that guy on there like that, which actually seems to make more sense. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of these? Yes. And then underneath that, we'll do 1x2s that should bring it down to the center. I think. I could be wrong. I don't really know. Anyway, we need 2x4s on this piece. Here we go. Excellent. And we'll chuck that all the way backwards to there. And we'll do that a bunch of times until we are ready. There we go. One more. Beautiful. From there, obviously, we're going to do the thing that I just said. So 1x2s. And we're just going to send that backwards to here. And keep it going until we reach pretty much the bottom Although, it seems we haven't reached the bottom. So the next bit's gonna have to go to the bottom. That's fine. Anyway, 1x4s, let's do those guys going backwards to here. There we go. There's one. 1x4 again. To here. There you go. And then we'll do it again and again and again. So, I guess at this point in the video then, I wanted to ask you guys a question. What do you guys think of this type of ship? So it's going to be like a mix of steam and also a mix of sail. Now, I don't think I'm very good at making sail ships, so this is going to be kind of weird, but let me know what you guys think. Also, it is going to be flat-bottomed, just in case anyone was wondering. It's going to give it some stability, and that's really what I need. All right, there we go. Shove this guy in there all the way up to here, okay? And then do these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's all fine by me. Okay. From there, we're just going to go ahead and attach all the sides on again, all the way backwards to the middle, and we'll see what that actually looks like out of the water and on the land. Oh my goodness, there it is. So, although I would say that's kind of ugly, if I'm honest, but it's what we're going to go with. Obviously, once you've got the back end on, maybe it'll be fine. And now that I've actually seen it like this, it kind of looks sort of right. The beam to length ratio seems about right. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with it, weirdly. Oh, it's so big. I don't know how much interior we're going to get on with this thing, but we'll see. We will see. Obviously, it's going to have a good few masts as well, probably like 5 or maybe even 6. But that's fine, right? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I think what I'm going to try and do as well is actually keep each stage of the build so that we can actually see the progression through the series. I think that's probably a good idea. Alright, so let's go to the rear and try and sort this area out a little bit, if we can. What I really want to do is do this on the back end. However, because we got this piece right here, this won't actually work, I don't think. Unless we do this. I don't know how to attach that to there in the right way. Indeed. Okay, so I can actually attach those together, but the problem is when we get to this point. So what I could do maybe is this. Yeah, and have it continue down like that. Essentially, I just need the back of the boat to be angled quite a bit, and that's what I want. So that's what I'm gonna get. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and shove all of these on then across the back end. And eventually there'll be windows in here. That's why I wanted to use these 1x1 wedges instead of using 1x2s or anything like that. Anyway, that's all fine. It's all in. Good. Oh, this might cause some issues, though. Yeah, no, this might cause some issues. Yeah. Ooh, what do I do? What do we do? What do we do indeed? Because that's 1x4s now, right there. So actually, this bit needs to go, which is maybe fine. That might be okay, because then we can do it from here. All right, well, let's just attach these guys, and we'll see where it ends up. I actually really don't know how it's going to work. All right, so how many have we got here? There is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if there's 4 there, we continue these guys along until there's 4 here. Right? I think. So there we go. All right, cool. Again? All right, yeah, maybe. But the problem is now that we've changed it on the back end, so that doesn't actually fully work. No, because then this is going to be higher than it needs to be. Oh, I hate when things don't match up. No, this isn't going to work, because this is then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not right because it won't attach onto there. So, if it doesn't attach onto here, then we've got a problem. Alright, so let's zoom this all the way back to here, and then we can try and sort it out. Because underneath this, we need it to be a 1x2. And as you can see, that doesn't connect onto there. Okay, well, we've sorted it out in an okay way, I guess. Essentially, I'm just going to put another layer in the top piece, and that's going to ignore the bottom piece completely, and that's good. There we go. Across to the side. We can then fill in this entire side bit over to there, and then we need to start building the rear section properly. Oh boy. I really am quite bad at stunts. I don't know why, but I'm really bad at it. Alright, so I brought the 1x4s across all the way to here, which means we need 4x4s to attach the rest of this at the rear together, at least to begin with, which goes all the way backwards to there, which means this is going to continue zooming across like so, which seems wild. I don't know, that seems very weird, because then that's very big. Don't know how I feel about that just yet, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, we then need a bunch of 1x2s to go across the side. So I'm going to zoom those this way, a bunch. And then I need to attach all of those guys onto here. Alright, here we go. Zoom this in. That's fine. I do want this thing to be relatively simple as well. So being able to, like, build this around is a very good thing. There we go. Those are all 1x2s. Yeah. Alright, let me just attach all of this together then, and I'll be back with you guys once it's done. Don't know how I feel about that. Feel like it looks a little bit weird, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. This should be underwater, so this might actually be where the propeller goes. I should have maybe started doing this further this way, and then maybe that would look nicer. In fact, actually, that's kind of true. But this is what we've got so far, so it's fine. So what I'm going to do now is just shove a bunch of color onto it, and, well, we'll hope for the best. So, we're going to have gray on this section right here, which is, crazy. But yeah, we're going to do this all the way around this section. Very nice. Do this around here as well. I might make it a lighter gray, although actually, I will change the color eventually anyway, but that's fine. Anyway, for this piece, we're going to go ahead and jug that in. Jug this, and jug this. And then all we have to do is go from here all the way down to the front. There we go. And then go all the way back to... Oh. There we go. The little triangles are annoying, but that's fine. We'll color all of those in, and then once they're colored in, we can jug this piece in the middle. Hey, nice. We're then going to go even further up, in fact. So actually, all of that painting that I just did was pointless. Absolutely pointless. Whoops-a-daisy. Never mind. Jug this bit in for now as well. There we go, around the top edge. Just like so. And let's go to the rear. And we'll jug all of this in too. Yeah, so much jugging and it's all grey. Looks a bit weird, but it is what it is. Alright, from there, let's go ahead and get the lighter brown. You know what? We'll just do it all in the same color, but it's all going to be a different brown to this. I feel like this one looks a bit weird. There we go. That's all painted at the back. Now let's go to the front and paint all of these bits and bobs. There we go. Bits and bobs have been painted. Very nice. And I think that's it all painted. Pretty wild. Pretty wild indeed. Yeah. So instead of it being like a dark grey like this, I think I want it to be like a navy blue kind of. I think that's a good idea. Also for the bottom bit, I'm gonna change it into this color instead because I think that looks nicer. Oh, actually, maybe a dark brown. No. It's all getting a bit dark. All right, change it to this. Oh, what about these ones? What about that? What does that look like? It all looks very green. Does that look green to you guys? Why does it look that color? Is it because of the blue all around it? I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put a line around the ship as well in a different color. So let's actually grab this gray and chuck it on the ship here. And we're going to zoom that all the way around. It's going to take me some time, but we got this. And then we need the gold. Yeah, that's right. We're adding gold to this. So we're going to leave it like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to leave it 3 layers. And I'm just going to zoom this all the way around as well. Yeah, so there's going to be one line of gold right here. Another line of gold a little bit further down. And that's just going to be where it is. There you go. So paint all of these. Make sure it's all in. And zoom it to the back. My goodness. It takes forever to do a 100-meter long ship, doesn't it? Painting just a single line all the way to the back just takes forever. Alright, there we go. Paint all of that. Zoom it all the way back. There we go. Lovely. I think we're still at the right height. I could be wrong. Zoom that across there. And then I'm going to paint another one just underneath, around here. And then I'm going to jug in the center so that's all gold as well. Although actually, maybe I'll leave a line in the middle. That actually looks kind of nice. Yeah. Alright, paint that. There we go. Paint these guys as we go. Very nice. And yeah, I don't see why not. Alright, cool. Very good. Then we're going to paint these guys. Paint that little bit in right there. And then we can zoom it all the way back down to the front. And hopefully that's okay. And there it is. It's looking a little bit flat at the minute, obviously. There's not really any detail on it just yet, but that's okay. The deck is going to be deck colored, in case anyone was wondering. Probably like a bright wood color, I guess. This line is going to get a little bit, it's going to change a little bit, I think. I might raise it up a little bit here, raise the deck up a little bit here as well, and have a little bit of a bow, I don't know, frontage, I guess. And then at the rear, I think I'm also going to raise this up a little bit, which means the gold lines here will actually start raising up a little bit too, and that'll make the rear end look a little bit nicer as well. We're obviously going to need some like walls sort of things, and also fences, etc. Around the outside, and we're going to need sections for the masts to connect their ropes to. So that needs to happen as well. Oh, I almost forgot too. There's going to be funnels on this thing because it's steam powered as well as wind powered, sail powered. So we'll have to work that out as well, wherever those are going to go. Realistically, because this thing is so flat on the sides, maybe we could actually have this thing be a paddle boat, a paddle ship. That would be pretty awesome. Although, there's no way of actually connecting the steam engines to those, is there? I don't think so. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now then is try and do that like forward bow thing and also the rear thing as well. Alright, let's do it then. So, around here, sorry that it's so dark now, but it is the way that it is. I want to continue it up, so I don't know whether it would be a nice idea or not to actually get rid of this and then continue it around like this in like a continuous thing? Or is it nicer to have it broken apart by one? I think it'd be better to actually delete these and have a continuous thing on the front. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but you should know. But you should know what I'm saying. All right, yeah, we're gonna try it anyway. So attach this guy to here. Yeah, like that. And then obviously once we get to this point, we have to stop. We have to get 1x2s, these guys. And we're going to continue it to there. And then we need these guys from there to continue across to here. From there, we attach one of these guys on, and that's fine. Realistically, I don't have to extend this bit up. And actually, it could be kind of cool to have this bit be open a little bit, kind of like the older ships. Yeah, I'm going to leave this bit open. It might be very strange to do this, though. It is kind of. It is kind of weird. But weird is sometimes cool. So we're going to go with it. Yeah, we're leaving that little section open. Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. I don't know how I feel about it now that I've done it, but sure, we're going to continue with that. And then eventually we'll actually have something that pokes out of here and goes forwards, so that the masts actually can attach onto that as well. Okay, yeah, we'll try that for now. Let's raise this up by another one of these. I don't think we're going to go too much further than that. So that goes to there. We'll do this bit going backwards to here, and we'll do this bit from here to there. Okay. Sure. Maybe. Sure thing, maybe. Okay. From here, we're going to have to attach it down onto the deck. So let's try and figure that out. I can't actually see where things are, but let's do that. And then we'll attach it on via one of these right there. And I'll just do this for now. Okay. That looks all right. It's raised up, obviously, but I think that's good. We're then going to fill all of the inside in so that it's all smooth, just like the outside. You know what? I feel like that works. Even though it's only raised up a little bit, I think that's fine. What we're going to do from there then is put a floor in. Yeah, I actually, although it is raised up, I actually want the floor to be raised up as well. And then people have to obviously climb up onto the top bit at the front, which I think is a good idea. So we're going to make this bit all flat around the edge. Like so. Yes. And then we're going to sort it out from there. So those guys are all in. We have to do these bits from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then I think at the rear, I'm just going to do this. All right. So get the flooring, chuck it all in there, all the way to the front. And that's fine for now. From there as well, then, we're just going to do this out to the side. I'm going to lower this bit down, like so. Oh, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, right? That's going to go to there. We'll put some stairs in so you can actually get up there, and I think that's going to be fine. Like I said earlier, I think the deck should be like a lighter color, so we're actually going to go ahead and jug that like so. We're going to jug this up here as well, including this piece, and that piece as well, and I guess all of that, and that, I guess, not that piece. There we go, and I feel like that's probably the right color, actually. Alright, well, what I'm going to do now is sort these bits out so that instead of them being all jaggedy like this, we're going to have paint blocks so that the inside and outside edge, well, the outside's going to be blue, obviously, and the inside's going to be this color, and that should make the flooring right here look pretty nice. So, in case anyone was wondering how you do this sort of easily, if you are doing 4 blocks because it's a 4 wedge, all you need to do is paint 1, 2, 3, 4, and then continue it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, go up a block, 1, 2, 3, 4, up a block, 1, 2, 3, 4, up a block, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then essentially you just continue it, from there. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you paint all of this side in blue, or whatever color your ship is, or whatever you're doing, I suppose. There you go. And that's all fine. If you're going to do it with 1x1s, then you just do it every one, so you just do a full diagonal. And if you're going to do 1x2s, well, you just do 2 instead of 4. Yeah, hopefully that made sense. I don't know if it did. I don't think I explained it very well, but there you go. It's also weird because Stormworks has been out for years, so if anyone doesn't know that, then whatever. Anyway, paint all of this in here. Very nice. And then once we've done one, we can just copy and paste it into the rest of them all the way down here until we get to the 1x2s. Then I'll do all of those, and then the 1x1s I'll do all of those, and then we'll copy it from this side to that side and get it all sorted. Alright, well, front end is sorted, as you guys can see. That's all painted in quite nicely, which is good. I do think maybe we add the stairs now, although I really don't know. I'm not sure. I want the stairs to be a different color to the rest of it, so... Oh, I like this color for the deck, though. I think I'd like this color for the deck more than what we've currently got. So actually, replace all of that. Oh, it's very dark, though. Nah, let's go with the light color. I feel like that's kind of fitting anyway. That works, and we'll just get with it. Yeah, that's fine. All right, attach these guys onto here. Any of the additional stuff is going to be in this color instead, which I think is probably fine. Anyway, rails, yes. End piece, check that on there, 1 and 2, and then I guess at the top we're just going to put an end piece up here for now. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything else just because I don't think we necessarily need to. So 1, 2, 3, there you go. 1, 2, and 3. And then go to stairs again. Grab the other stairs, the normal ones. Chuck them underneath. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. So now you can climb up onto it. Good. Time to move on to the rear then. Let's go ahead and try this bit out. Sure. We're going to do one of these going all the way backwards to there. We're then going to go ahead and do, where is it? One of these guys on here, going backwards to there. And then we just need this guy on the rear to here. Yes. It's going to be flat from here, which is sort of fine. And that's okay. I have copied the front end. And it is this high. Do I want it to be this high? but that would go there. I kind of feel like that's sort of fine. So I might do it, yeah. It's only raised up a little bit. It's not like it's really high in the sky, but yeah, I think that works. We're then just going to have this bit go across here like so to attach that bit on, merge that with that. And would it be weird to have this bit be open? I think it would. But I kind of like the idea of it, which is very strange. And there we go. That's kind of the rear sorted, I think. So that's going to go out to there. We're going to do a very similar thing that we've done at the front, so I might just copy and paste it if I'm honest. Let's just grab these stairs and we'll make sure to put these over at the other end. We'll do this as well, so copy it, turn it around, yeah, there we go, and send it. Whee! So that's going to go all the way back. What I don't know is whether we should actually extend this further forwards or not. I kind of feel like we should, but yeah, again, I don't know. Anyway, paste that into there. Let's grab one of these. Wait, have I put that in the wrong place? Oh no, it's a 1x2 now. Don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, delete these guys. Excellent. This piece doesn't really fit, so actually I'm just going to get rid of it. Get rid of it completely. There we go. And then I might just... I don't know. I don't know. Do I follow that down? I'm not sure. Maybe we can just put these guys on. Oh, we totally could. What color should we do it in? Blue for now, I guess? Yeah, I'm just going to do blue for now. That's fine. Maybe. Is it? That's fine, maybe, but I don't know whether that's true. Alright, there you go. Paint that all in there like that. That's okay. Alright, good. One of the final things that I want to do today, then, is actually add a boundary all the way across the edge of the ship. So this is going to go all the way down the side right here, from the rear to the front, and that should be a-okay. All the way to there. Alright, sorted. What I might do as well is grab this, chuck that on there like that, zoom that all the way across, and get rid of these, get rid of these. Yeah? Maybe? Alright, awesome. Put that in there, delete these guys, and those guys. I can't delete that, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can then put this guy in here like this, whack that on there, and maybe I'll just leave this open. We can put something in there later. Don't know. Alright, good. Once we've done that, let's go ahead and put these guys across the back end as well. To there. I can't get in there because this is here, but that's fine. And then we'll paint this bit as well, just to be the same as the rear. Okay, I'm thinking that's starting to look quite good. Alright, so what I wanted to do earlier then is raise this up. So, we're going to raise it up by a few, I guess. It's going to go up to like here, and then we're going to zoom it around here. Should I leave the lines in that are already below, or should I take them out? I don't know. 3 lines seems like too many gold lines, if I'm honest. So maybe we get rid of it. Oh, yeah. All right, what I'm going to do is bring this across a few. We're going to go to like here. There you... Oh, what? Why is that white? And then we're going to get rid of this bit. All the way to the front. Excellent. Get rid of all the extra dots that we've got everywhere. All the extra triangles. And yeah, the fact that it's gone up a little bit actually gives us a little bit extra detail. And the extra detail is obviously nice. Right? I think so. We're going to do the same thing at the back. So let's go do that. And then, I don't know. I don't know what else to do today. Alright, well, there it is. I decided to add that line back in there because I thought it looked nice. Obviously, the front of the boat looks a little bit weird with the way that I've done that bit, but eventually that should look quite good. Towards the rear, I've gone ahead and attached all that together, and we've zoomed around the back end with that. And obviously, we have a deck as well. This thing is big. It doesn't really look as streamlined as I wanted it to either, which is kind of weird, considering. I wish we had like 1x8 blocks, and then obviously 2x8 blocks, and then 4x8 blocks, and then 8x8 blocks, but that is not something in Stormworks base game as is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this so far. Obviously, there aren't currently no sales or anything of the sort, but there will be very soon. We are going to have to add attachment points onto this. We're going to add windows down the sides, very likely. And we're going to have to tow this thing from this dock over to here. That's going to be crazy. So anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching whatever the heck this was. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. If you want to. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.